everyone! Today we will be learning how to find the area of a parallelogram. But first we need to talk about what is a parallelogram. Well, a parallelogram is a polygon, and a polygon is a four-sided shape that's closed. And so we have a polygon right here, a rectangle. If we were finding the area of this rectangle, we would just do the base or the length times the height. Okay, these have right angles right here on the side. Let me just draw this little, so that way you know where the height is. Length times width. When we're looking at a polygon or a parallelogram is just a rectangle. It's just a rectangle that has been cut and shifted. So it's kind of slanted. Let me show you. So they take and they cut the corner off, and then that corner is taken from here and it slides over to here. So now it has an angle and an angle. It no longer has a right angle like a rectangle did, like when we had the rectangle. It was on the edge. But when we flip it over and scoot this side to side, our right angle is where those two seams meet up. So this we now call the height. So this is the height and it's on the right angle. Polygons sit on their base, like you sit on your base. It's all about the base. This is the base. So it's very, very similar to a rectangle, except now you have a shape that looks like this. I wonder if I have some tape. I do have tape. All right, let's tape our polygon, our parallelogram here, our four-sided shape that is. It's just a little piece of tape here. I cut it too big, of course. Of course I did. Just fold that right under. Okay, so there we go. We've got a parallelogram. So a parallelogram is just a shape that looks like this. We cut off the corner, scooched it over, and now you have the height on the right angle there and the base. So I'm just going to tape this right into here. You can draw this shape or you can make your own. But I'm just going to put this in here now so that you can see it as we move on. So to find the area of the parallelogram, we're going to do area equals the base times the height. And they always write in fancy letters when we're doing geometry. But really this is just area equals base times height. So B times H. Okay, let's go ahead now and do some examples of finding these so that way you have a better understanding of how this is going to work. So let's say that I have a parallelogram that looks like this. There's my two angle sides that are slanted. Boom, boom. Okay, the height is on the right angle. So that's the rhyme that I want you to remember, is that the height is on the right angle, always. So wherever that right angle is, that's the height. So this is 14, and the base is 12 meters. Okay, so our job is just to multiply. So we're going to start with that same formula. Area equals the base times the height. And we're going to find it. So the base is what's the bottom of the shape. Now, if we were to flip this shape over, this would now become the bottom. So either of these two flat sides here are going to be the base or the bottom. So 12 times the height is on the right angle. Here's my right angle. It goes up from there. It is 14. So 12 times 14. I'm just going to open my calculator here, and we will do 12 times 14. 12 times 14 gives us 168 meters, and it's area, so we're going to square it. Area means two things being multiplied together, like the base times the height, the length times the width. You're multiplying two things, so we have 168 meters squared. Now let's put I want to put our fancy little rhyme out here to the side so that we remember that. So the height is on the right angle. So the height is on the right angle. This is something, did I just write angel? I did. Oh my gosh, Miss Englander, I can't say my name. Okay, so the height is on the right angle. So the height is on the right angle. And yes, it's LE, my bad. Okay, let's go ahead now and solve another problem. Sometimes our shapes might look a little odd, just because they can be hard to get the right angle there, but they'll still show you what they look like. Again, that height will still be on the right angle. So let me show you what I mean. So we've got a tall parallelogram this time. And on this one, they're going to tell you that the base is 4 feet and the height is right here and the height is over here. Now, this height is really still right here. It's on the right angle. They've just shifted it outside. So this right angle right here has 8.5 feet. So 8.5 feet. So we're still going to multiply. The base is 4. Area equals the base times the height. So the base is still 4 because that's on the bottom of the shape or on the top of the shape. And this is still the height right here because this is the right angle. This is the height going up. See how it makes an H? H for height, right, like that. So 8.5, so times 8.5. So area equals, now we're just going to multiply 4 times 8.5. 4 times 8.5, and that's going to give us 34. So we're going to have 34 feet. And it's squared because it is two things being multiplied together. All right, let's do another one that looks a little different, just so that way you have an example that doesn't follow this same idea, but it still works the same way. So we're going to do example C, and then I'm going to give you your try-its. So example C looks like this. We are going to have a shape, and I feel like all of my shapes have been the same size. Okay, there's this one, and on this one, the height is here. Notice it's slanted this way on the top and the bottom. If we were to turn it, it does look like the shape that we started with on its side. But this time it's going up and down. It's still going to work the exact same way that it worked before. So here's 30. And the height on this one is 20. So we can now multiply area equals base times height. The base would be what it would sit on. So if we were to turn this shape, it would sit on the 30. And the height is right here on this right angle that looks like an H. Oh my gosh, Miss Englander, you're backwards. So this would be 30 times 20. 30 times 20. Let me rewrite this. 30 times 20. There we go. And 30 times 20 does give us 60. And it doesn't tell us what they are, so we're going to use the word units squared because we don't know what measurement it is. So we'll just say units. All right. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing for you. Right there. I'm sorry I messed up my numbers. Let's go ahead and try our triads. And hopefully I can draw these a little bit nicer for you. Okay, so the first triad, I want you to find the area of the parallelogram. And this one goes like this. And it's 20 on the bottom. Oh, I told you what it was. Okay, there's the height. It's 25. There's one of them. Okay, and then triad number 2. Triad number 2. It's like this. And then they have the height over here. Part of this, because it's just slanted. So the base of the shape is 7 inches by 18. Okay, go ahead and hit pause right now so you can find the area of the parallelogram. And then when you are ready, come on back and hit play so you can check your level of understanding. All right, so we have the height. The base is 20 times the height, which is 25, because here's the right angle. And so base times height. 20 times 25, we can just pull our handy dandy calculator right over. 20 times 25 gives us 500. It doesn't give us a measurement. So we're going to write units squared. So area equals 500 units squared. Okay, on the next one, we have a height. So the base is 7 and the height is 18. So 7 times 18. We're going to multiply that. Oops. So 7 times 18. And this is 126, so area equals 126 inches squared. How did you do on solving for the area of the parallelogram? How'd you do? Go ahead and answer your essential question. How do we find the area of a parallelogram? And then put your level of understanding out to the side. Where are you at? When you are finished, you can come on back to the Google Meet and ask for help, or you can go and do your practice work. As always, I appreciate all of your hard work and effort, and make it a great day.